Hello, my beautiful Pisces. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just shuffling up right now, catching a vibe, getting ready to do your July 2020 tarot readings. For those that are new, welcome. It's a privilege and honor to read for you, connect with you, and ascend with you. Please like, share, subscribe. It is much appreciated. And for those that always like, share, subscribe, and always send their love, I appreciate you guys. I also appreciate your patience with me. I know I didn't do the June readings, but you didn't want the June readings. Like, what the fuck? It's like beating a dead horse with this karmic energy. I couldn't do it, man. The karmic energy was also very vicious with regards to actually getting that it is getting left behind. So however this karmic energy manifests, people, places, things, addictions, doesn't even matter. It was fighting back in June, and I had to do my own internal battles with my own karmic energies to really ensure that I commit myself and align myself to the new timeline, which is what I'm going to read for you guys. So anyways, those that have been with the channel for a while already know the deal. I also want to shout out to all you guys. 2-year anniversary of the platform and us ascending together was in June. Ironically enough, I didn't do the June reading, but whatever. I know you guys overstand that I do the readings when I can best serve you, or else it's pointless, right? With that being said, because I would never want Angel Gang to leave me behind because I wasn't ascending and developing. I am going to stop doing personal readings until about September. September 1st is what I'm thinking, but maybe a little sooner. It really depends, but most likely September. And that's for important reasons. One of which, though, the most important reason is to do this internal work and be available to myself so I can really build my new timeline. If I'm not in alignment with the new timeline myself, I can't read it. So I feel like I have to do that now because I was tapping in whatever I could see in the new timeline was surrounding Libra season and Scorpio season. This death energy and this justice energy. It's massive though. It's a reflection of everything that has been happening so above and so within, so without and below now. Everything's coming down to Malkut, but it's almost like it's crashing. So it's like things are just going do 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 do. It's not coming in as gracefully as I thought things would maybe come into the new timeline. It's not. And the level of awareness you have going into your new timelines is going to make things feel rocky, and you having to use discernment that it's worth it because you are going through obstacles, but actually overcoming them so that you have something to show of it. It's not beating your head against a dead end. It's overcoming obstacles and looking at the people around you and your opportunities and being like, yes, I feel better about them because of what we overcome. Right? So yeah. Pisces, the energies have been a little bit difficult to get out for your reading, if I have to be 100% honest. And I actually did your reading already, and it completely deleted. And for the longest time, I could not remember at all what the reading was about. Now it's starting to trickle back in. So I just look at that, Pisces, as there's certain things that you haven't visit in your mind and in your memory bank for a while that is going to start trickling back in. Whether you are trying to remember, because some of you it's a more conscious, like you feeling like there's a time of your life you don't remember, or some things that you are trying to revisit and then allowing them to those memories to naturally submerge. And then for others of you, it's completely subconscious and something is going to trigger these memories and they're going to start trickling back and you're not even going to remember. You're not even going to realize that you forgot something. Okay. And it's like, I feel like a time in your life, something that maybe have occurred, something you did or said, something that was said or done to you. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm just getting this whole idea of that, what occurred with your video and tapping into this energy and why it's so difficult. Like out of all the readings, this reading has been the most difficult to get out, only in the sense of like, it's either the video deleted or the energies weren't just coming through properly, clearly, right? Not being able to ground myself in the energies. So anyways, as I try to ground myself in your energies, I'm going to get into prayer and get into this here and then do the best I can to read for you, Pisces, because I feel like the messages that I have been able to like the consistent messages and energies surrounding surrounding you guys is focus and the lack of it. And I feel like it's not bad. I feel like some of you guys are going to be challenged to have to balance out your passionate, exciting, fire energy of your new timeline with the practicality of what you've committed to and it not needing to be sacrificed. Nothing is sacrificed. You need to find the capacity to be able to manage your new timeline. So balance is really key. What I'm gathering from the new timeline is all these triggers because of no rose-colored glasses in relationships, all of this balancing energy, right? So not sacrificing, letting go and abandoning things because you feel you don't have the capacity. You actually love yourself enough to know that I have the capacity for everything that it is that I want. Now, I'm also tapping into this energy where there's a group of you that needs some kind of validation, okay? And it's because you let your inner angel live, all right? And you were attacked and negatively, you were treated poorly because of your inner angel living, and it's causing some kind of confusion or resentment, and it's making your inner shadow easier to live. And what I mean is that some of you guys tried to bring peace to a situation, try to love somebody, tried to speak a truth, tried to be honest, tried to be kind, extend yourself, be generous. These are all the things of your higher self, your inner angel. You tried to let your inner angel live and was attacked and treated poorly for it. And your angel took a hit, you know? Really being conscious about the higher self. We talk a lot about the shadow, the inner child, the feminine, and the masculine, right? And everything that's required to go through that healing, but we really abandon the inner angel sometimes just because it's like the older sibling that they know how to take care of themselves. They'll figure out how to feed themselves, right? And then not really tap into all of the work and energy and how much of a burden that the older sibling does bear. Some of you are older siblings that have bared a lot and are maybe getting that acknowledgement. Some of you might have your siblings that you took care of, or your parents actually acknowledge and thank you and appreciate you, or offer you some kind of appreciation for the sacrifices that you've made to be independent and have your needs not met and handle them on your own, take care of yourself on your own. I don't know where this is coming from. Anyways, because I was just talking about validating, all I was downloading, like remembering I was downloading, was this need to validate that you weren't wrong and that your inner angel just needs to align. Like you need to allow your shadow to communicate, right? So that's why it's important to do the inner angel and the inner shadow work, because your shadow will communicate, okay, what will happen to the inner angel when they deal with any darkness that it's about to interact with, meaning low vibrational people that will attack people for being kind, honest, and shit like that, okay? Your inner shadow will be like, that's what you're gonna get out of that one. All right? So yeah, that's why I feel it might have been like this is something that might have been suppressed in your memory, right? I feel like some of you guys are remembering versions of yourself that were kinder and sweeter and more compassionate, or had more of a desire to even want to help people, only for you to go so long needing help, not getting it, and now not wanting or not having even a natural desire to want to help people anymore. You see where I'm going with this? Like, I just feel like some of you guys need to go within and acknowledge, or are having your memory triggered to remember versions of you when you did let your inner angel live more. And then maybe going through the inner shadow work of what occurred when, or how you stopped letting your inner angel live, or at least as much, or in certain areas. You know what I mean? Maybe the inner angel's allowed to live there and there, but in certain ways you leave it up to the inner shadow to handle that because of what occurred to your inner angel when your inner angel tried to handle that. And it's needing to clear that, because there's this sense of your inner angel needing some kind of validation and healing. Yes, it's the most high vibrational part of yourself. Yes, it's the one, it doesn't harbor resentment and all these things, but does that mean our inner angel doesn't need anything? You know what I mean? And I just feel like for some of you, it's validation that you were just trying to do the right thing. Like I see some of your inner, now I can see it, some of your inner angels, like I was just trying to do the right thing. I was just trying to do this. And I get it now. Yeah, I get it. Like that's what I'm trying to validate for you guys, is that part of you that was just like, I was just trying to do the right, I know. And God knows. So that's all that needs to matter. Because I just need you to, some of you need to look though at how that lack of validation, that part of you that was like, yo, man, how that actually stopped you from letting that part of your inner angel live. It created a negative response to your own inner angel because of how you were attacked. You need to reclaim that part back. Where it will never matter how somebody responds to your inner angel. You'll make that their problem and never yours again. You need to reclaim a part of your inner angel. It's almost like your inner angel's wing has a wound on it that you haven't tended to yet. So let the parts of you, your inner feminine and your masculine and your inner child, even your inner shadow, go and give your higher self the validation that it needs. Because if you really think about it, your inner shadow, even though that's supposed to be the polaring part of you, understands all the well how your inner angel feels. It's in your shadow, the abandonment, the lack of understanding. It's just your higher self responds differently to it. It has a higher level understanding. It doesn't mean though, it doesn't have PTSD from how it's been treated along the journey. Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know if I'm explaining it well, but Pisces, I'm tapping into some of you that are just going like, I swear I was just trying to, or I did this and this is what they did to me, or I don't know, man. I get it. Reclaim that part of you, okay? Your new timeline needs that part of you. Your new timeline is going to reflect that part of you, okay? All right? All right, Pisces. I don't know if I prayed, okay? I don't think I did, because I've tried to do this reading like 3 times. But I'm going to do it anyways because it's better to do it twice than none at all. All right? Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective sign of Pisces, all the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding their material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to them, their personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me in the collective on a regular. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High, forever and ever. Amen. Yeah. Some of you are in dark nights, tending to that part of you. And I need you to not relinquish, because some of your higher self, some of your inner angels, your shadows going, see, I fucking, you have to, I know it hurts, but you have to allow your higher self to be like, I know why they, like, still don't give the power to your shadow because you were exposed to darkness by doing what it is your higher self wanted to do. It's like a negative response. It's like, remember that video of the thunder I posted for you guys? It's like that. I see that occurring right now. It's like the light and the dark, and it looked like they're attacking each other a little bit. I don't know what we're talking about now. But for others of you, I feel like you are trying to balance this really exciting energy, and it's great, but be mindful that you don't allow fire energy into your life at the cost of the pentacle, or the pentacle at the cost of the fire, because that's karmic, where you care more about money than you do about feeling alive and living life and love and the things that bring life color, because you care so much about money, or those that are the other way around, hoping everybody else fits the bill, which isn't going to work, right? So it's just needing to, because in the new timeline, it's about balancing all of that, right? Because the magician has all 4 things. Magician has everything. So essentially what the magician does is manifest everything back to them, right? So I just feel like some of you are aware that you are meant to have everything and might be struggling a little bit on your new timeline, thinking you can't have it all, meaning you love this new career that you manifested, because some of you might be going, the timing's off, and it's not, right? Your alignment would be able to identify that. It's a matter of you loving yourself enough to believe you deserve and can manage and handle all of what is being offered to you. Because what was karmic was where you didn't believe that, and you would sacrifice one or the other. You only had the availability for one or the other because you weren't fully available mentally or emotionally, because you hadn't done all this healing and purging yet. Because the more you purge, the more availability and space you have in your mind and your heart. And really what I believe our angels are intelligence and love that surpasses the physical human body, right? So because your energy has just surpassed the human experience. But it's the head and the heart that will do that, right? Which is what we are ascending to do. Yeah, so balancing out your new timeline, reclaiming your higher self. And, all right, let's see what the tarot has. You guys can time stamp the shit out of this reading. I don't mind. I get all sensitive when you guys time stamp after the prayer, because I feel like the prayer is such an important part, but whatever. I can't get all weird about that stuff anymore. Anyways, my control issues, I got to put them to the side. Wow. And it's funny because this was like this. So you have the Hierophant and then you have the World. I feel like you successfully brought something down from your 5D into your 3D. For some of you, it's surrounding your family. Some of you never believed that you would get your family on board, but you realize that you have received a position. Like for some of you, this is surrounding a partnership, a marriage, a relationship. Some of you have successfully turned your bloodline around to come out of this idea of, because religion isn't supposed to entrap us. It's supposed to give us the blueprint for freedom. That's what I believe the Hierophant is supposed to do. And I believe infrastructure. I believe that the Hierophant is the keeper of freedom and the structure you can have within it, right? So it's not oppressive. If anything, it's supportive, right? Very supportive energy, the Hierophant. But I just feel like some of you guys brought, because remember we talked about it in March, about bringing your High Priestess into your Hierophant. So bringing everything it was you downloaded, everything it is you have loved yourself enough to see and dream or whatever into your reality. Also, all of your morals, your values, and your belief system, like your spiritual royalty, bringing it down. And I just feel like somehow everybody's on board. Some of you fought a really hard battle and won with regards to getting your family to be open about something they were never open about, but you had to stand your ground surrounding it. I'm getting it's like cultural or religious, some old infrastructure shit. Now the 5 of Swords. I want to pull 2 more tarot and then clarify, I guess, whoa, the Justice. I'm going to take the one on there and then leave these. And I guess we're taking the Knave of Swords too. Okay. And we've got Justice. And then we've got some of you feel like it's going to be, some of you feel like justice in a situation is turning your back on something. The commitment is to yourself, like loving yourself enough to know that you are involved in an unjust situation and turning your back on it. For some of you, okay, let's clarify, because I'm not really sure. It feels kind of cryptic a little bit, Pisces. But I ain't doing this reading again, so we gonna get through these energies. I don't know. This reading, I'm serious, man. Like the reading has been a bit hard, like me scratching my head on this. The Peasant, That speaks of, that's actually a very horrible card. It speaks of somebody being riddled with disease, extreme poverty. This speaks of massive betrayal, like somebody being straight mean, like kicking somebody when they're down. Like this guy's already down and out, and then death comes and snatches his hat. Like this is somebody who, some of you might feel like you're being kicked when you were down, or you were kicked when you were down. And for some of you, a small group of you, there is somebody from the past. Like this, for some of you, this is a romantic relationship, because there is no cups, but that's indicative to me that that energy was what was missing in a situation. I feel like somebody returns back to you. Because for some of you, this is like the father of your like children. Somebody comes back to you and you know that they're good. Like you know that they are what you wanted. The fact of the matter is there's too much damage done as far as you are concerned to ever, you feel like the justice would be leaving this behind. Like you feel like you're protecting yourself, not further exploring something that I feel like somebody might be trying to convince you to explore or want you to explore still. Like long and short, I'm getting the energy that somebody wants to give something another go where somebody else feels like something is completely done. And why I feel like somebody is standing their ground. Like the victory, the justice is never returning to something again to give somebody an opportunity to hurt them the way they did before. Even if you, Pisces, if this is you, even if you believe that this person would never do it again, even if you believe it, because the Hierophant, right? Even if you believe somebody has grown, matured, I don't see somebody revisiting something like a relationship. Like, and then I say the Hierophant because I believe, like, I say, like, this could, whether there's children involved or not, this is like a higher level commitment. So for some of you, somebody could be offering you the commitment that you knew you always deserved, but because of what you did get that you didn't deserve, you're not giving somebody another opportunity, period. I don't know how else to rephrase that, okay? And I just feel like with this peasant, though, let's see what else. Now is the time to try something new. I feel like with regards to career, you're experiencing financial troubles because you're not looking, like if you're ever experiencing financial issues, it's just an indication that you are giving your energy where you shouldn't be, misusing finances, not unlocking abundance. And I feel like with the do something new, that there are financial issues because there was probably signs with the Ten of Swords that this was over, that you didn't want to do something anymore and that you needed to do something different. And you refusing to do that because you were stuck in some kind of comfort is actually negatively impacting your finances, meaning you're complaining about a job that you continue to do only for you to make less and less money, which is the divine's way of saying, get off of it. It's not even bringing you money anymore, which was the only reason why you said you were staying here. And now it's not even giving you enough of that. Are you done with it yet? Are you ready to try something new? Are you done struggling with the struggle? So this could be committing yourself to what it is that you have been downloading, you could do, but you have been making excuses for why you can't. Some of you have been energetically fighting the downloads you've been getting about something new to try, and you're rejecting them because of you're rejecting them out of some kind of fear of loss. Anyways, this is the card of contribution. I personally believe that somebody took advantage of somebody's contributions. I'm getting a sinister energy here. I feel like somebody got financially played. Somebody was trying to do something new. Somebody death pitched to somebody, oh, try this, invest in this, it's new, only for them to manipulate them, take their money, and leave them in some kind of financial situation. I feel like somebody feels like they got bamboozled financially, like somebody finessed them and took up their money. And it has something to do with some new idea. Some of you, it was about like a plan, a trip, and it was something to do with possibly a deposit. I don't know why I'm getting that from this, like a deposit that you put down for something, and now some of you might be changing your mind about wanting to do it, or it can't work anymore. There's some reason where it's like, oh no, for sure we can't take that trip anymore, and you're going to the person, where's the deposit, and they don't have it. Some of you are feeling, some of you guys are feeling vicious about that. That's funny. I was just like, I said somebody don't have it, and then I heard bop, bop, bop. It's not funny. Okay. Pisces, I have to joke with you guys. Your reading has been one of the hardest readings I've done for all these signs. I don't know what the resistance is. Some of you guys are like, I don't know what it is either. Some of you guys are feeling resistant to comfort. Be alone and being lonely are two very different things. Some of you guys are insisting that you need to take your space from somebody. I feel like you want to be alone, and you are warning somebody, or you are telling somebody that you need time away from them, and that you need to get away from them. You need space is what I hear you telling somebody. It could be somebody telling you that too, but I more feel like it was you telling somebody that because you're trying to avoid this energy, like vibing low and getting into the same bullshit. I see somebody trying to abandon a situation so it doesn't turn into a fight or it doesn't escalate. Precision, learn from your mistakes. Try not to make them again. I'm telling you, this Hierophant energy, this could be somebody telling you, like, this is what I mean. I feel like somebody has learned. I feel like somebody has grown and developed. For some of you, this is you, but you might be feeling triggered, like something might be trying to play you out of your position. Like if this Hierophant is you, you're sitting in your power, and you're going to wrap up your karmic cycle where these low vibrational energies can play you out of their position by baiting you out, by triggering you, talking shit, lying on you, trying to get you to come out and justify and tell the truth. It's like, don't even play these games with certain people. It's like some of you that's been your mistake in the past. People knew how to bait you out. They knew what your triggers were, what would get you upset. Some people don't care. They just want a reaction. These are energy vampires. They don't give a fuck what the reaction is. They just want energy, period. Right? And for some of you, somebody's trying to get your energy a low vibrational way by trying to trigger you, and you wrap up this cycle by standing your ground. You have a different version of justice. You understand, for some of you, you guys understand karma, and you know that certain people are going to get handled and dealt with, and you just need not buy into it and try to put karma into your own hands. Some of you, it's about having compassion for the mistakes that you've made. Like I said, for some of you, you might feel like loving somebody, being kind, compassionate, loving, nurturing to somebody was a mistake. And maybe being overly, you need to look at what the mistake was, but it wasn't this high vibrational part. You're needing to look at the lower vibrational part of you that drew you in to offering the support and not being able to identify it can be offered back to you. Because I feel some kind of disappointment energy, like feeling like it was a mistake giving to somebody. Why else would you feel it was a mistake? This is also, I get it. That's why. which is very Queen of Cups energy, which is why I believe the King of Cups is the most mature, because he would never do that. This is giving with an expectation of receiving. Some of you guys, the reason why you feel like it was a mistake was because of what you expected to be returned back to you when you did give whatever it was. I'm talking about that energy of like letting your inner angel live, love, support, help somebody, whatever. The mistake was what, for some of you, there's a group of you in that had an expectation of what you were supposed to get back, or what impact, an expectation of what your light was supposed to impact. I feel like there's a need to surrender to that. Like I always say, if you're going to give somebody something, don't do it with the expectation of getting anything back, because you probably won't. You know what I mean? It's about, if you give freely, or else don't give it all. You know what I mean? Or else you're having a contractual agreement. That's a whole different thing, because then it's not a giving, it's a bartering, it's like a different transaction. I don't know if I'm making any sense, guys. I feel like I've been rambling on. This was a very difficult reading to get out for you guys. I'll be honest. I was supposed to have done 2 whole other readings by now, but I've spent all this time with Pisces. I feel like that's also indicative of Pisces needing some time. You know what I mean? To sort themselves out. I feel like I needed to have patience with Pisces, and I feel like people need to maybe have patience with you, or Pisces, you need to have patience with yourself, because if you don't, you might start projecting, and I don't know. Let's go into the Butterfly Oracle. I'm not doing this reading again, but it just feels like I don't know. There's just a lot. None of the other readings were this hard to get out. But I am moving to air now. Those are the last ones I have to do, is air. And air energy can be hard to read, for me at least. Maybe it's because I'm water or whatever. You know, having to really like expand my existence to understand that. Dietary changes. New exercise program. Holy shit. So yeah, some of you guys are needing to nurture yourself, trying something new. This trying something new energy and this contribution energy is you giving to yourself, contributing to yourself, committing to yourself, being available to yourself, so that these kind of changes that no one else can bring into your life for you except for yourself can occur. Some of you guys are going to successfully complete a cycle where you love, where you don't prioritize yourself in this way. Because the Hierophant speaks of these commitments, right? And I just feel like some of you guys are committing to yourself in a new way. The new version of you that doesn't just live in the ethers, that actually lives right here, the new version of you, but from a physical third dimensional standpoint. Because I feel like in essence, you are who you want to be after all this learning, development, and ascension. Like in essence, you know, you are authentically living your experience. The problem is I feel like for some of you, this is needing to value the temple, which is your body, more than you ever have been, especially for those that have been in a more high priestess energy, like living up in the ethers, right? This is coming down into Malkut, which is also the body, right? The third dimensional body, okay? And caring about this temple and this existence here. I feel like dietary changes and new exercise regime is also going to change your world. Some of you guys have anger issues, and working out is really going to help that, right? Exude a lot of that frustration. I hear you guys saying, I've heard that before. Exactly, you've heard it before, but have you done it before? Have you committed to doing it before? Because I was getting these energies with regards to commitment issues and the collective realizing that a lot of the commitment issues that were living in the people that they dated and had around them, even their own parents, are manifested back in them. Like how you don't communicate, how you don't commit to yourself, how you have been flaky to yourself in your journey, right? Things you wanted to do, but you didn't commit to them. You didn't stand your ground and you didn't commit to them. You flaked on them, only for the people in your life that you manifested to you to flake on you too. And you blame them. You felt the disappointment when they flaked on you, right? But really what that was a reflection of how you flake on yourself when you don't come through and do the things you want to do or take care of yourself in the ways you know you're supposed to. Right? So I feel like a lot of you guys are wrapping up commitment issues, not just because you attracted somebody who isn't a cheater. No, because you yourself, okay, don't have commitment issues because you know how to commit to yourself. So you're not going to have commitment issues going into relationships. So therefore you'll manifest people like you who commit to themselves, which of course is evidence that they'll commit to other people. Because if people don't commit to themselves, they will not commit to you. No way, Jose. Committing to making themselves happy, living more abundant lives, fulfilling their own happiness dreams, whatever the case is. If people don't back these things up, then they try to manifest that commitment externally to them. So people who will fulfill these dreams and promise to make them happy and do all this shit, which is very karmic and what we are totally coming out of right now. Hoping this is making sense. Heavenly signs and healthcare. I don't know how else to drop it home. Some of you guys are actually feeling negative responses from certain patterns. Some of you guys have karmic patterns with regards to like your behavior and how you just have been doing. Like for some of you, you're wrapping up karmic cycles with regards to like patterning. You as a karmic and how you treat your own body. And like the low vibrational ways that you treat your body. And for a lot of you, it's like lack of exercise. It's the kind of food you eat, you know, the kind of food you don't eat, you know, that you know you should, or whatever the case is. Loving yourself enough to even heed the signs. To heed the signs. Family changes. Some of you are making, for some of you, like this is karmic in the sense of like pathology. You never had anybody live out health and wellness to the way you have been drawn to live out health and wellness in your bloodline. It's how you're impacting your bloodline for some of you. Like just even being like knowing about healthy food options and just being educated that way. And for a lot of you, you are going to add 30 years of lifespan onto your bloodline because of this karmic, what you have rectified in your bloodline regarding diet, body, and the knowledge surrounding it. You know what I mean? Like for some of you, you're like, my family like lives off this and this is what we eat and it's great, but it's like you can't live like that, live off that. And my parents are only, 55, 60, and they have all these health problems. And I know it's surrounding the diet and the way they live. And it's just hereditary. And you guys biting the bullet and really bringing these changes into your family. Not so much about shooting out the knowledge out of your mouth, but how you choose to live. Creating just a different way. Because I don't know if you know how much you're actually impacting people in your family just by the changes that are occurring in you because of what you're doing. But I genuinely see that. It's like it's changing the DNA. So for a lot of you, your kids are going to naturally live a longer lifespan or have the capacity to, should they continue and pass on these changes you brought to the bloodline. You're reclaiming actual physical years to your bloodline, if this is making any sense, because of the changes you're bringing into your family that are surrounding body and health. And I don't know, I'm just getting it. It's like a family that like, I don't know, like just doesn't know how to eat healthy. Doesn't mean you don't love mom's cooking, but it's also mom's cooking will have us dead fast. Like, kind of energy, like, but mom don't know because mom ate like this. And I don't know. Windfall of finances. Ooh, that's a windfall of money. Body changes. Somehow your body changes. Oh, it's about a vibration. Oh, okay. For some of you, you don't even understand. The divine is trying to get you to make these changes in your body and in your health in order to increase your vibration, because it's like there are finances at this higher vibration. It's almost like you're going to unlock money because you reach a new vibration. So this money is over here, your vibration's over here. You make health and wellness changes that bring your vibration up here. Boom, you now have access to finances you didn't have when you were on a lower vibration. So some of you guys are struggling with money, and it's because you're not increasing your vibration enough to achieve it. Money is a part of a vibration. I believe money is a part of you. You unlock abundance inside of you. And how that plays out as externally is you increase your vibration and you unlock the money that is at that vibration that you would have never unlocked if you didn't get there. And I just feel like there is a massive increase in finances that's tethered to somebody's increasing their vibration in another area of their life. If this is making any sense, like this could be all this, you guys are going to therapy and you're healing yourself emotionally and you are taking care of your body and eating healthier. It's all this loving of yourself. It's you. It's going to affect your finances with the peasant here. I just feel like that because it's the Ten of Swords. Paternal care or parental care and join in. Some of you want to join like a club or something like that. That might help. Some of you guys are going to join like a club of parents or mothers or dads, or this could be, some of you guys want to support new moms, new dads. Some of you guys want to get into something surrounding, like, you guys want to join. Oh, some of you guys are pregnant and are want to join a class to educate yourself. Some of you guys are feeling prompted to bring in this knowledge into your family. Like some of you guys are educating yourself on how to have a healthier pregnancy. And I think you're doing it independently because I don't know if it's something passed on to you. Self-employment. Yeah, I feel like you guys want to like start a business. Some of you guys, because of everything you learned through your pregnancy or through your journey in parenthood, you want to create a business out of everything you've learned, like how to help other people, like seeing yourself as a resource that you wish you had, and then offering that resource to the collective and creating a self-employment out of it. There's also these emotions. I'm getting some like, I don't know if it's a protest or like arguing, like, what do you call it? Maternity leave time or something like that. I'm also getting, these memories, man. I feel like you're going to uncover something. There are some memories that I feel like you had suppressed. There's just something you didn't remember that is going to arise, and it's going to be like an epiphany. I also feel like some of you guys want to go to like a help group, like, I don't know if it's AA or it's counseling, but you know how you do it like groups where you guys talk about emotions and memories and stuff like that, but with the join in, it's almost like you're sharing this with a group of people. Some of you guys are looking for a support group, want to start a support group, offer one. Some of you want to ask somebody to join the support group you're a part of or already own. Some of you guys are trying to bid for grants. I'm getting non-for-profit, charity. Some of you guys are trying to step into mission in a really, really deep way. Everything will work out best for the best. I know that's right. Take care of yourself first, then help others. I'm trying. Do not mistake temptation for opportunity. I think it speaks for itself. I was going to go into this long download about it, but I think it speaks for itself. Okay? Be careful, guys. All right? Anyways, Pisces, I got to wrap up this reading. I feel like I want to apologize because maybe it didn't come out very clear, but I feel like I shouldn't apologize because I gave it my best go. Like, I really put in a lot of... I was supposed to have gotten a lot more content done today. And I was supposed to finish them today, and we spent half a day on Pisces. I also feel like you might run into somebody, connect with somebody, or meet somebody, like brand new, and spend a lot of time with them, like spend a half a day or hours with them and not have expected it or not have planned that. Like, I feel like I didn't plan to spend half a day with Pisces, but here we are. Am I mad? I was at first, like, how the fuck did this happen? But then I'm like, no, I was just only mad because the shit deleted. But then I thought, like, I love Pisces energy. I believe Pisces energy kicked off the beginning of a whole fucking era. Okay, so it's all right. I think we deserve to... Pisces deserves a little time, and, you know... Anyways, I love you guys. All right, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what the hell you are going through, especially if none of this resonates. Let me know what you guys are going through. I will catch you guys. For those that are interested in daily, weekly content, you guys can go over to Patreon. Just keep in mind, if you don't resonate with me as a person, don't go over there looking for messages. It's not going to help. You will not feel like you got anything out of it. But if you resonate with the messages and myself, you'll probably grab something over from the Patreon. And I'll see you guys more regularly because like I said, I'm taking a break from the personals for a couple of weeks, okay? So until the next time I see you guys, letting your inner angels live. Mwah. Ciao.